If you clicked into this video, you're probably wondering what class or weapon you should play, and you may also be wondering how some of these classes and weapons perform. What we've done is we've put together this spreadsheet to help you answer those questions and give you a little bit of guidance, a little bit of a reference point. Before we dive into this though, real quick, don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. I'm getting really close to 200k subs, huge milestone of mine. Also follow me on Twitch. That is my main platform. Chances are I might be live right now. I will be going pretty hard on Twitch. Well, I'm streaming daily on that platform anyway, but I will be going pretty hard streaming Where Winds Meet during the launch. With that out the way, what are we looking at here? This spreadsheet is going to include some rankings, some information, just basic information to help you get started. And this spreadsheet is going to be updated. If you're looking at this as a veteran player and you're thinking, man, some of these are wrong, or some of these I disagree with, which that is going to be inevitable anytime you have tier lists or rankings. Feel free to stop by the chat. Feel free to contact us via the Discord, all that stuff. Whenever you're watching this video, chances are the spreadsheet that you click on, which by the way, we'll link this in the description below, may look different to this. So we're not going to like really go into the rankings here. This is not going to be a video where we're going to be breaking down the performance for every single class and weapon. If you do want some extra context as to how each weapon plays, I will have a recommended video linked in the description below. Be sure to check that out. Instead, I'm just going to be kind of showing you or explaining to you how this spreadsheet works, because the vast majority of you watching this video probably a new player. So yeah, let's get right into this here. Before we do, big shout outs to mmo-like for helping me put this thing together. We wanted to do this in a spreadsheet fashion so that we can update it, so that this can stay relevant for a longer period of time. So big shout outs to mmo-like, fantastic content creator for Where Winds Meet. Be sure to check him out. His links can also be found in the description below. First page here, these are the individual weapons that you can choose from. You will choose 2 out of all of these. So we've got a ranking here on the right side, and these rankings are just general rankings from Chinese veteran players that we have been able to contact. Okay, so take that as you will. They're very general. Like I said, these are subject to change. There are 2 tanking weapons, there are 2 healing weapons, and the rest are DPS, melee and range. Everything here is pretty self-explanatory. If you're wondering what the sect boost section is here, in Where Winds Meet, you have like a faction-like system, I guess. It's the best way to describe it. And when you join the sect or faction, each one will have certain benefits and certain requirements, right? And some weapons synergize with these sects. And no, if you are in a guild, your entire guild is not going to be required to join the same sect. That's not how it works. So some of these have a synergy to the sect. You'll understand this once you play the game. We've added this to the spreadsheet here, and also this path guide. If you're wondering what this is, think of this simply as like a name for a weapon combination or a recommended weapon combination, as that is the second tab here. There are path guides. If you take a look, this is going to be this is a direct screenshot from the game. If you click on the path guide here, these are recommended weapon combinations, and the game actually does a very, very good job recommending good quote unquote meta builds or baseline builds that all perform well. And not only that, they pretty much help you build it out with all of your abilities and all that stuff. So we've essentially pulled that information and put it onto this spreadsheet. These ratings right here are just pretty much these. This little graph here, which is directly from the game. So take that as you will. Obviously, there are some games that this is like a nothing burger, but we still wanted to add that information anyway. This rank on stat, this tier list rating is based off of the total numerical values of this, or the numerical ratings of that when you average them out, total them out. And then the internal arts, these are all things that are built in within the game. Now, these are obviously the recommended builds, but there are more builds that you can choose from. If you are thinking about using one of these builds, which probably most people are going to be recommended, you should really play whatever class you want to play, whatever weapon combination you want to play. But if you're really not sure, then most people will probably recommend you choose one of these. And we've added a description for each one to give you a better idea as to how each one will play. By the way, I do want to emphasize the fact that in this game, any weapon, any class is viable. This is very, especially in PvP, it is very much a skill to win system. When it comes to PvE, probably less so. I'm sure there are for sure certain classes that will be out DPSing others if there's a DPS race, but who gives a shit about that? At the end of the day, play the class that you want to play, because playstyle is just enjoyment, and personal enjoyment with the playstyle is way more important. But if you are a PvP sweaty hood rat, okay, then rest assured you could absolutely climb the rankings on any weapon combination if you're really good. However, there is a consensus, general consensus with healers and tanks being not as good in smaller scale PvP. And by the way, smaller scale PvP is like the highlighted or the premier PvP content in this game, like 1v1s and arenas and what have you. Moving on, we're going to go into the internal arts passives here. There are two different types of skills. You've got internal arts and you've got the martial arts. The martial arts are like they are tied to the weapons, and then the internal art, these are just another set of skills. We've just pretty much listed all of them out with written descriptions and what they do for better reference. Pretty self-explanatory there. Next, we have the tier list tab, the final tab here. This is a subjective rating, tier list rating breakdown of each class or weapon combination according to mmo-like. Big shout outs to mmo-like. This is his subjective opinion. Here you go. Here's some extra context here. I didn't actually see that. I think he just updated that. But yeah, strategic sword, heavenly quake spear. It's a DPS, close range. It's called Bell Strike Umbra. The path rank is just this rank here. Okay, so a lot of you guys are going to probably just completely disregard that. And he thinks the general PvE rate or rating. There's different forms of PvE, by the way. A tier, general PvP. There's different PvP rankings, by the way, like GVGs, 1v1s. Battlegrounds, even 3v3s, 5v5s, whatever that may be. He's got it as an S tier. So this is a brief description as to what the class is kind of like right now. This is high skill ceiling, includes animation canceling, bleed, just more information for you guys to give you a better idea. And he's also included his favorite off meta builds, right? So these right here are the recommended path guys or recommended classes that the game gives you, and then obviously you can mix and match your own, and these are some of his favorite. Again, please play the class or weapon combinations that you think are cool, that feel good to you. And I think that's pretty much it. I tried to do this in under 10 minutes. I don't know if I quite got there. Hopefully I did. But yeah, if there's any other questions you guys have, please feel free to join us on Twitch. All of our links can be found in the description below. We do have a Discord, by the way, if you are looking for a Where Winds Meet community. We've got a lot of people that are super excited about the game. We are also going to be starting a guild, which is first come, first serve. So come join us over there. That's going to pretty much wrap this video up, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.